February the 27th, 2023. Behind you, there is the tank in front of the Russian embassy. What's your impression?
It's just a wild piece of symbology, if you think about it. I mean, you have the tank barrel back there pointing straight at the Russian embassy, and meanwhile, you have the Brandenburg Gate, which is like a huge symbol of what happened here 30-odd years ago with the breakdown of the East Germany and the wall and everything else. So it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's highly symbolic, isn't it?
Yes, it's extremely symbolic, if you think about it. I mean, this is another piece of what we lived through 30 years ago with the breakup of the Soviet Union, with the breakdown of the wall.
It's really an eye-catcher. So many people gather at the tank, and it's a tank from ongoing war.
Yes, and if you think like you're very far away from what is going on with the actual war, yes, it is right there.
I think it confronts us with the war and how people suffer because of this war.
And I would agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I would agree.
May I ask where you're from?
I'm from Finland.
Mm-hmm. So Finland is kind of neutral, I guess, huh?
They're kind of afraid. They want to go into NATO because of it. It's a whole murky subject.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but could you imagine that this tank, which is actually going today or tomorrow to Amsterdam, that it could go to Helsinki? Could you imagine this tank in front of the Russian embassy in Helsinki?
Probably not. I don't think the Finnish government would be so bold. I don't know if I could answer that completely. The times have changed, but still, maybe not.
It goes to Amsterdam right away from Berlin.
It does go to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, but I don't know if Helsinki is scheduled. But I don't think.
How are you going to get it there? You're going to put it on the boat from Tallinn? Because that's pretty much the only way you're going to do it. Or you're going to have to drive it to Stockholm, to Sweden, and then take it across to Turku. And logistically, it'll just be a nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, but if it showed up in the Baltic states, then yeah, maybe I could see that happening.
How did you discover it? Did you pass just by, or did you discover it accidentally?
Twitter,
okay.
basically. It showed up on my Twitter feed, and there it is.
And then you thought, I just gonna see it.
Yeah, because I think it's, besides what's been going on, because I'm originally from Poland, besides what's going on in Poland, this is kind of my first interaction with the actual war, if you think about it that way.
Yeah, Poland is also pretty affected by the war.
3 million migrants. So it's really crazy. And I don't know how many are here in Germany, but...
Also a lot, but definitely not as many as in Poland. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I admire how Poland also is helping the migrants, and I think Poland is a big supporter of Ukraine.
Yeah. We run a project, actually, about what's going on in Gdańsk with, what's his name, with how the city is working with migrants to have them resettled, to get people into schools for children, get people jobs, things like this. So,
also, I think that Poland actually sent the first Leopard tanks to Ukraine. They were sent. They arrived through Poland, or
they arrived through Poland, but was Poland the first?
Just like on Friday, I guess. On Friday, Leopard tanks arrived to the Ukraine through Poland, and I think they maybe they were part of the Poland defense forces, but I don't know. But they arrived through Poland, definitely.
This was another thing, by the way, that I saw. There was a man walking down here about, 20 minutes, half an hour ago, just licking an ice cream. And it was the most normal thing in the face of the planet. But yet, you walk down and he was looking at this tank, just like going with this ice cream cone. I was like, this is just bizarre.
Really?
It was the most normal thing on the planet. I mean, any other day you wouldn't stare at this, but here now it's just like you see these people streaming back and forth, and it's nuts.
And then there's this guy screaming about Stalin. Huh? He's completely drunk or insane. I don't know.
I don't know which one he is. I don't understand German, so
Yeah, but he was saying something about
something
Stalin.
about Stalin. And you said he was saying something about migrants.
Yeah, he's definitely against immigration to Germany, so kind of right wing, and somehow complaining about Stalin. But he was definitely triggered by the tank, because as soon as he saw the tank, he screamed a lot.
Yeah, he also has a bottle sitting down below, and
Yeah.
this is, I guess, quite typical in Berlin.
Have you noticed that police has a lot to do? The police, they have to interfere because people are trying to jump on the tank.
I didn't
and-
notice, actually.
Yeah, and then they do.
The time I've been standing here, the cops have been kind of over there and not interfering.
Yeah,
so
but they did at least earlier today.
earlier
also
today,
yesterday,
okay.
the
What,
day
like
before yesterday.
Ukrainians or Russians or
Actually,
just like anybody?
pro-Putin activists, people who advocate Putin and come to annoy people, and then the police pretty fast interfere,
Okay.
and get things under control.
And this has happened several times today,
Several
from,
times,
from what
as
I
I
understand.
witnessed. Yeah, and probably if you check Twitter, it's probably also on Twitter.
Okay, the only people I saw was people showing up in tracksuits, and somebody shows up in a tracksuit. Wow. They're either big Adidas fans or, you know.
Yeah, thank you so much for talking to me
Thank you for talking to me.
and enjoying Berlin. I would enjoy Berlin.
It's a nice place.
Thank you so much. I wish I could say the same about Helsinki, but I've never been there, unfortunately.
You should come. It's really a lovely city.
Definitely.
It's really nice.
I like Finnish movies so much.
Got,
cinema.
what cinema?
Kaurismäki.
Kaurismäki is good.
So good, so good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the best.
This girl who poisons everybody is like one of the best movies he has.
Yeah, it's so great. Fantastic. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.